Good morning, everybody. We're standing in today for Roger, who had to run some errands this morning. And so I'd like to say hello to everybody on behalf of Roger and everybody else that normally is here on the panel. So we're going to endeavor to try and fill in the best we can. We all know we can't fill in for Roger because he is the man. So nobody has popped in yet, but I'm hoping that someone will. It is 8:33 a.m. here on the East Coast of U.S. And I know that a lot of our friends around the world are either been up, going to bed, or just getting around to doing what they want to do when they can do it. The weather here has changed dramatically for today, but it's supposed to head back down south again. Not too good weather for any kind of drone flying. As you can see, there's a 1,000-footer right now that is downbound on the St. Clair River. And so it's a pretty good sight. Hey, Quentin Hendrickson, how you doing? James R. Barker, right. Morning. Good morning, Hugh. Jackson RC, good morning to you too, sir. Roger had to go off early this morning, so I don't think he is planning to be back in time to join us later on, but who knows? We can keep our fingers crossed and hope that Roger gets back soon, because he's much better at this than I am. Waiting to pick up another load, huh, Jackson? Yeah. Yep, the James R. Barker. Yeah, it's a pretty sight for sure. Let me just double check and make sure that, yep, it's in HD. A little bit of a breeze today. It's a little chilly here. It's 8:30 in the morning. Sun is up, but it's 48 degrees as we talk. Colder than what we've been used to, but I think we're all headed in that direction, sadly. Hey, there's you.
Good morning, Paul. Good morning, everybody in chat.
How are you doing?
Good. Now, you know what's interesting? This morning, with your Zoom, I was allowed to do my video preview before I joined the panel. With Rogers, though, it's always sucking me right in instantly. Doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why that is, but I miss that too, because then you get to look and see, is the background okay? Is there anything that shouldn't be on camera? And
Exactly.
But that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
It might be a setting he has. I don't know.
Could be. I don't know. There was a Zoom update, and then all of a sudden it just started doing that. But anyway, no big deal. Hey, good morning, Sean. Good morning, Jackson RC. Quentin.
Savannah, how you doing? I got an email from Geek Savannah early this morning, and I haven't had the chance to really, because I was scrambling around to get this done. But Sean, I will try and get back with you quickly.
So it's a good day to be a duck here.
Raining?
Oh, yeah.
We had a lot of rain, and then now it's, as you can see, the sun's out, but it's not supposed to last long.
Yeah. I can't complain though. Yesterday I was out barbecuing on the patio and whatnot. So,
Wow.
oh, beautiful week. But today looks like fall.
Any new news in your critter confiscation?
No, I have the trap set up, but nothing's tripped it yet.
Okay.
I got a little mouse. I think I told you last week.
Right.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I got one too.
A mouse?
Yeah.
Oh, in a trap in the house or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one right next to I've got a vertical washer and dryer in a closet in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I heard something snap in the middle of the night. Oh, a couple of days ago, maybe a day ago. And so I went and looked when I got up, and they sure as heck there it was.
There they are.
Oh, I flung it over the back fence into the schoolyard.
Oh, that could have been a good Mia snack. Little bite.
She was looking at me. Are we going to barbecue that or deep fry it? I said, no, I don't think so. No.
Yeah. Throw it over the fence until it gets vintage, and then it'll be good.
Yeah, so I'm figuring
there's let it age.
Plenty of critters out there that would like to dine on that.
Oh yeah. Well, when I first started trapping the chipmunks, I was putting them in the garbage and setting them out with the trash basically. But then I just thought, I'll just throw them to the edge of my lawn, and the cats take them away, or something takes them away.
Yep.
So,
and I bet the cat owners are just loving you. Where are you getting this house from?
They're probably getting these dead chipmunks.
They're taking them home.
Yeah.
Because I know I've never had a cat, but I know people that have cats say that they will bring them back to show them what they found.
They do frequently. Yeah. My wife, where she works, she does a lot of overnights at a client's house, and it's a big farm. And the cats are always bringing mice and stuff home. Sometimes in pieces. They'll bring, a headless body or. And often they'll play with them, so they're half dead. They're still kind of moving, but the cats will chase them around, bat them around, and then let them run away, and then catch them again, and
Yeah, like having their own little chew toy, live chew toy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I have, the weather's been so bad, I haven't done any flying or.
Yeah.
I've been doing a little bit of lurking on Amazon and on eBay and
Splash Drone.
Yeah, I know. Lynn's not up yet, so I'm safe.
Good morning, Corey. What's up?
I did make a bid on a Autel Evo, the original Evo.
Oh, okay.
It was on. It had when I went and looked at it, it had like 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
And it was just before those guys last night, and I was talking to Herman on that show, and I was bidding as we spoke, and I showed it to him online, and it was down at around $675. And
Corey's got a question for you in chat there.
Okay. MA2 combo? No, not yet. But so I figured, well, I'd bid 710 just to see at the last second, try to snipe it. So I hit my bid at like 2 seconds left and confirmed it, and it sold for $715, and it was new in a box.
Okay.
So, do I need it? No.
Yeah.
I've talked about having a drone that doesn't have to have all of the technology that keeps you from flying when you want to fly.
Yep, I know.
So I thought, well, maybe, but no, it didn't.
Corey's previous question was, Paul, 1,800 Canadian for an MA2 with smart controller. Is that a good deal?
The combo? Yeah, that's about what Roger paid. Roger, I think, paid $1,857.
And that was without the smart controller, right?
Oh, without the smart controller, yes.
Right, Corey's saying with the smart controller.
With the smart controller? Oh, boy, you better buy it, Corey. Because the smart controller over there, I think, is $1,000, isn't it?
Holy catfish, are you kidding?
No, I think that's the going price for a smart controller in Canada, because over here it's $799 in the US.
Let's take a look. Let's go to Best Buy. Smart controller. Let's see if it finds something. Doesn't have it on Best Buy. I guess I go to.
Go to Amazon. Canada.
Yeah, I suppose it should.
Amazon CA.
Yeah. Doesn't always have the best prices. Oh, give me a break. It's asking for that stupid letter confirmation shit. Let's see. Give me a break. Okay, Amazon, 1,067, 946. Yeah, about $1,000. So
About
yeah, that's a good deal, Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're getting it for 1,800, if you were to buy the smart controller, it'd be at least $900, even if you could find one used, probably. So you're getting that whole thing for the $900, which is just a little bit underneath what you pay here. It's $988 for the combo here.
So he's getting almost $1,000 free.
Yep.
That's pretty gosh darn good.
Yep.
Pull the trigger, buddy, if you can. That sounds like a really good deal. He needs money to fix his car. Yeah, that's sad, but unfortunate, but good for you, I guess. Yeah, I've regretted selling a few things. There's a few swords I've sold that I really regret getting rid of, but I sold them to buy other things, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, in my particular case, I'm running a little late on funds because of the upstairs. And so I finally yesterday had the attorney start the eviction process. And
yeah. How long does that take?
30 days.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That seems pretty quick.
They're pretty good in this town. And the attorney I use is on the inside track, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
But,
well, you've been there a while, right? So, yeah.
Well, you know, when it gets to the point where he's 30 days behind, you get concerned. When he's 60 days behind, you get real concerned. And now he's going to be 90 days behind.
Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, you can't.
Thursday.
Yeah.
So we're talking about, almost $2,500.
And he hasn't talked to you and tried to give you some money or anything, or?
No, he stopped doing that about 2 or 3 weeks ago when he was giving me all kinds of lip service. Oh, next week. I'll get some money next week. No.
Yeah. And there's no prohibition against you kicking him out with COVID or anything?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I wondered what the laws would be. I bet you here in Canada, though, you couldn't do it.
Well, the thing of it is, and I understand that about the COVID thing, but by the same token, why would any government allow someone to take advantage of? That'd be like you buying a car and saying, "I'm not going to pay for it."
Totally agree with you. I'm totally on your side. I get it.
Because of COVID, I'm not paying for the car. What? You know?
No, I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah. There are some very rich landlords out there, but there's also some people that are just renting one or two places, to help finance whatever they're doing, live.
I used to be a landlord myself. Yep. I didn't like it and vowed I would never do it again.
This is the one problem child I've had. I've rented it out to about 3 or 4 other couples before, and they were always Johnny on the spot, everything, perfect. Yeah. And to my detriment, I didn't run a background check in this guy.
Yeah.
And
next time,
it's easy to do. You just go to the court records. He's been evicted 4 times.
Well, don't feel bad. Our prime minister didn't run a background check on the governor general, and it turned out that she'd had 3 3 different workplaces had cited her and had toxic work environment allegations, and she was a real bitch. And now there's the same things happening as the Governor General of Canada. So this is the Prime Minister didn't do a background check.
Yeah.
Anyway. So Corey's saying that they can also use the smart controller with the DJI HD FPV system.
Yep.
That's cool. That's really cool. I wish I had the bucks for the DJI HD FPV system. That would be cool. Bah. I'm happy with my Mavic Air. That's the thing. I've got what I need, and I'll fly it as much as I can.
Well, what I'm amazed at, even though the 5% increase in pricing went into effect on DJI, It hasn't reflected on Amazon for the Mavic Air 2 in the US yet. It's still at that same price. $988 for the combo. Okay. Hey, David.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, he says, yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. That's about how I'm doing.
You're here. Well, we're glad to have you, buddy.
Well, yes, we are.
It's just one of those days so far.
Anything we can do to cheer you up, we'll do it. Yeah.
You said anything. Anything? No, don't go there.
I'm not getting naked. It dances as much as you're getting out of me, buddy.
Oh,
so
right. I don't know. It's just
I can revert to the woo, you know.
Oh, it's just, I don't know. Just one of those days. Got up in a bad mood and it's not getting any better.
I feel you. I'm on new medication and I'm not sleeping properly. I have to take like a sleeping pill to get to sleep, and it's just, it's what a friggin' mess right now. On the upside, though, I've got no appetite right now, so I'm losing weight, which is good.
Oh, good. Where do I get that pill?
Yeah, doctors.
Yeah, Corey Mano, the flags at half-mast here on the screen, as you saw, was in reference to this is the 20th anniversary of the Twin Towers coming down. And so it's a 30-day half-mast thing for when they took the towers down in New York City.
It was only 19 years, not 20.
Was it 19?
19.
But it has.
Yeah, I got you.
I remember asking your question last year.
Yeah.
Hi, John Donato.
Hey, good morning,
Jackson,
John. What's up?
Corey Mano, Sean.
Should I say Johnny the Beard? How you doing?
I'm sure Johnny's at work whipping him into shape.
Well, I did get a call yesterday evening from my pal at Trading Standards.
Oh, yes.
Hi, AZ Drone. Yeah, thank you very much for passing on that phone call I had, giving them number out to them.
Morning, AZ.
There's going to be one less person phoning people up and claiming they're from Microsoft.
Oh, did you file a complaint or something?
No, they came up with the usual, can I speak to the owner of the computer? And I said, you can't speak to the owner of the computer. They're on this phone number. If you phone them there, you'll get them. And that was his direct line at Elgin Trading Standards. So
what's that?
What's it? It's a Trading Standards people. They're like
it's like the SEC here in the US.
Consumer complaints type thing.
Yeah, but yes, what they do is they maintain they're the ones who look after things like
truth in advertising, harassing telephone calls,
that kind of thing, and also if a shop says we're selling 8 ounces of such and such, and when they actually get measured, they average around about 7 ounces kind of thing. They go in and do the investigations for that kind of thing. Basically, looking after consumers.
Consumer complaints. Okay. So you gave the Microsoft scammer that number?
A friend of mine works for the Trading Standards people.
Okay.
And he gave me his direct work number to try and get it to the. So they phoned him up, but he just played along for a bit till he had enough time for a location, etc.
You got a location?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They're serious.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
He says that's one less will be bothering you.
Good. That's justice, man.
The thousands out there, but
yeah, I know.
He said
it's
just keep on doing it.
Yeah. It's like whack-a-mole because you hit one and then another one comes up, right?
Yeah. So that was the result of yesterday's little bit of fun.
Well, that's kind of funny.
But today's little bits of fun have all been doctors saying I have to have appointments for this and appointments for that.
I know. I don't like appointments either.
But tomorrow's is kind of important. Let's get this out of the way now. I don't know if I'll be about tomorrow at all.
Okay. Well,
I'm coming off one med, like you, a change of meds.
Yeah.
I'm coming off one med, but I've got to have tests in the morning to make sure that I've been off the other med long enough.
Yeah.
Then I've got to have other tests mid-morning to set a baseline for the new drug because it's got to be monitored and blah, blah, blah. Then I've got an ECG to have. I hate them.
Oh yeah.
Hate them.
Yeah.
It's not the ECG, it's the shaving, when they shave a bit off.
I know. I had spots. Remember when I did my heart monitor thing?
Yeah.
I had friggin' dots all over my chest hairs.
All over the place, yeah.
And I have a lot of hair.
Well, I'm not doing that, but imagine the beard, but on the chest, right?
Me too. I look like an octopus. It stuck its hand on me and ripped my hairs off.
And then I get to start the new meds. I'm just hoping these ones work. And then another doc phone, another part of the health service phone, they want to stick needles in me.
Oh.
And I said, well, look, I'm having somebody stick needles in tomorrow. Can they not just draw extra? And, oh, no, our blood tests are separate. I said, I'm not saying do them together. I'm saying, just phone them up and say, he's in tomorrow to have all these done. Can you draw a bit more off and send them to us? No, see, I've got to go back on Friday. It's just
irritation.
In my mind, in that particular cases, it's all about the money. They don't get paid for doing a blood draw on you because somebody else is already doing it.
It's the same people. We're free at point of delivery of the NHS in UK.
It's not about the money there. I think it's more about the procedures. They're just sticklers for their procedures,
It's the bureaucracy. There'll be some manager somewhere who says they can't.
Yeah.
And years ago, they used to have a matron in charge of a ward, and a head nurse would be in charge of a doctor's surgery sort of thing. Although the doctor technically is in charge of the surgery, but it's run and maintained. And they would have a common sense attitude. But now we have managers in wards instead of sisters, and we have managers in GP surgeries instead of senior nurses, and so on and so forth. And the managers don't manage. It's way a lot of the problems in the NHS are down to the fact that they now have managers. It's a bit pretty like the military. Lynn will tell you, or she maybe not actually. The NCOs run the military. The officers think they do. And the nurses, the senior nurses are the NCOs. And the managers that are in there have just got no idea. And the fact that it would actually save them a little bit of resource, not much, I know, but it's a little saving here, a little saving there. You never know, it might make a difference. But anyway.
Well, I hope it works out for you. I'm on 3 new meds this week. 3. So I'm like a living chemistry experiment this week. Very strange.
Well, actually, that's what I feel like sometimes, is taking my meds apart, getting the active ingredient out of them and mix them and see what I can make out of them, see if there's anything worth selling.
Yeah, right. Good times. It's no fun getting old, eh?
Yeah. That's the other stupid thing. See, it used to be years ago, if I needed to take some of the meds I take 3 of them a day, 3 of this particular tablet a day, and they give me just enough to last 2 months.
Right.
So that just enough is lots of plastic packaging, paper, and a cardboard box.
Yeah.
Whereas when I first started on them, I got a glass jar with enough for however many in, and I just cleaned the jar out, took it back, and they give me another jar full of the next supply of tablets, of that particular and then I take that, and you know how it's going. These days, all this waste of materials is. Anyway, that's not droning or whatever. Hi, Russell. I'm not speaking to DJI properly at the moment.
You're not speaking to DJI?
Yeah, not really.
What do you mean?
Their app. It's just the way they're advertising the Fly app, if you like. You go onto their website and there's some recommended things. And they're all high end. Well, my tablet meets the spec. It's a Samsung and it meets the spec. It's 64-bit. It's got 3 gig of RAM. It's got, it runs on 10 and it only needs to be 6, blah, blah, blah. But the app doesn't work properly on it. It works fine. The 1.1.6 that I first put on works great, but the 0.8 and 0.9 that have come out since don't work. In fact, the 0.8 and 0.9 break the things they're supposed to have fixed on mine. So I've gone back to 1.6.
Oh.
1.6.
Well, that sucks.
Well, no, it works. It works great. The things that they've put on are, there's supposedly this great fix that sorts the video on the tablet, and they put a few things on the display. Well, I like a clear display anyway, so those things missing from the display don't bother me.
Yeah. Got an iPhone update yesterday, and they changed the fonts and stuff. Just some weird things.
Just because they can.
Just because they can, like why?
Microsoft. Like Microsoft.
Yeah. I guess just so developers are saying they're doing something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's because, you see, the man's gone now. Your product's going to suffer. I had mastered my iPhone in the past. I knew every feature. I knew where every little thing and trick was. And then they just kept every quarter changing stuff. But I can still fly with my current tablet. But I know it's all over the forums. Why the hell should I change my phone just because?
I've been really jonesing to get out and fly my my Parrot Swing, that X-Wing thing.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that lately. I didn't fly it at all this year.
But it hasn't stopped me flying, and it won't stop me flying. It's a minor inconvenience. It's just I'd forgotten.
Speed bump, eh?
Okay. Because I took a step back from DJI and I was using an NLD patched thing to fly my Spark. I'd forgotten how obstructive DJI could be in the realm of apps. And I should have taken the hint with Paul and his Crystal Sky and all the rest of it. It's not the hardware, it's the app. I love the drone. And I can still fly it. It's just so much.
They really have you right by the short and curlies when it comes to what you can and cannot do with their wonderful product,
Well, Litchi, I think, has a Mavic Air 2 working version in beta. So there'll be an option for me soon. But again,
Litchi's cool. Litchi's really cool.
It's a bit cluttered again for me, but
yeah, there's a lot you can do with it though. But I mean, you're not necessarily interested in those features. Although, you might be. I mean, if you're planning a multi-waypoint flight, like if you wanted to take pictures of multiple things, you can automate it. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to, but you could.
Well, that's the other thing, isn't it? Waypoints in the DJI app are hidden as a part of. They're down in this quick shot things. They're hidden. They are there.
Really?
They're but you can do it. But you've got to go into it. You've got to fly it and pinpoint them, and then come back and fly that app. Whereas on Litchi, I know you can program it.
Oh yeah, you can program it off like you can program it on a website too, and then upload so many nice features. Yeah.
So at the MA2, I shall do that. I'm not a fan of the app, I'm afraid. But I'd say it's not stopping me fly.
Cool.
It's the way I have to control it. It's the way I have to control it.
Yeah.
And I control most of what I want off the controller anyway. It's just nice to have that feedback. I use the little cross that you can put in the center of the screen. Mm-hmm. I'm flying along a river or a beach. I can easily follow the curve with that a lot easier than I can without it, sort of thing. So it works a treat from that point of view. Just the latest ones don't, and it seems to be going down the screen. Whether they're in cahoots with the phone makers or what to make somebody spend £500 on a new phone or whatever, I don't know, but it certainly won't be happening here.
I don't know. I guess they're just trying to take advantage of all the latest technology and push the envelope sort of thing,
It's not exactly the latest technology though, is it? The security works after version 6, and most of the problems are actually, I suppose they're not DJI's fault. It's the phone manufacturers have put 64-bit processors in, but they're only running 32-bit versions of Android.
Gotcha.
On that processor, so that's part of the problem. I suppose
I don't have any issues with my current setup.
Yeah, I suppose at the end of the day, I could, if I wanted, root it and put my own version of Android 64-bit on and so on and so forth. But there's no guarantee. Well, no, because my tablet runs 116 properly, so it works. It doesn't need the routing. But with an old phone or something like that, I could. But I probably won't. I've got a version that works, and I shall stick with it until it stops working. And that's the daily rant from Games Gone.
That's all right. You know, a lot of that's good information, David.
And if anybody out there is hearing of anybody with problems, and they've gone through the route where they've installed from the Play Store and can't get access to 116 anymore, I've got a copy of the APK if anybody wants it, and I can let them have it.
What's up, Computer Chick? How you doing?
Morning, Computer Chick. The APK, Hugh, is the self-installable.
Yeah.
It's an installation package. Seeing as how you're a non-Android user.
Indeed, I'm not. Never, ever. Well, no, that's not true. I actually have an Android TV box.
Okay, I'll go with Sean. It's always DJI's fault. Yeah. Okay.
I am an Android user, but not.
No, you are a closet Android user.
I'm a closet Android user. Actually, that was a really good product for a while.
I have one somewhere lying around in a thing, and did use it, but I now use the same software running on my PC.
Yeah. Paul, keep the noise down, would you?
Yeah.
That's enough out of you.
Oh, talking of which, you could have warned me about episode 8.
Oh, I'm not giving you any spoilers. It was pretty weird, eh?
I was just tucking into a tomato and Emmental cheese concoction when he ripped his feet off at the start of that.
Oh my God. I had to skip through that. I could not watch that. My wife too. She couldn't watch it. In the show, Paul, this guy cuts his face off. He cuts layers of his skin off.
Oh, wow.
It was a dream he was having, but still they show it graphically.
They did it really, yeah. As I say, and I've got this, well, you know what it looked like, and I've got tomatoes and peppers and that running down cheese. It looked like thanks.
I almost vomited. Yeah.
Wow.
I really am queasy about things like that.
As Sean's here, Sean, I don't know if you caught what I said. If anybody wants version 1.1.6 and is having trouble with the later versions, put them in touch with me and I'll let them have it. I've got it downloaded. But it'll be available elsewhere on the interweb, no doubt.
Interweb.
Remember the discussion we were having about Token Ring and Novell and that the other day?
Yes, I do.
We were talking on ham radio yesterday, in fact, about different network protocols. And there was one young guy who's, well, yeah, and I say young, he's probably in his 20s. Who's
like Packet Radio?
Well, he didn't know anything but the web.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's ham radio and packet stuff is very arcane. It's not many people that know it.
Yeah. Well, we were talking, it was specifically APRS, and we were talking where APRS had come from, which is packet radio. Mm-hmm. And these days people do it. I'm not going to even try and pronounce that.
So what Desmond's talking about, or David's talking about, is you can use shortwave radios to actually send messages over networks. Yeah. Well, you're sending them over the radio networks, but you can use data packets.
Yeah, well, it's wire data packets, and there used to be bulletin board systems which took that and then forwarded it on either via a dial-up link or another radio.
Yeah,
and it was an internet before the internet, really.
Now, can you connect the packet radio to the internet? Are there relays or bridges?
Yeah, well, that's how they used to do it with the BBS.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in this country now. Packet is almost dead. There is this thing called APRS, which is Automatic Position Reporting System. Although it is so much more than that, is effectively all that's left of packet in many places. And if you're using APRS, it just lets people in the area who are also using APRS know you're there.
Yeah.
And then there's a map which you put onto APRS IS or APRS.fi, and you can show it on a map and view the data on a map.
Yeah.
In theory, you can still send packet stuff. and it's basically anybody on here who's got an email would know the format, and it would be my call sign at bulletin board route, where you wanted it to go to, which bulletin board you want to do it, and then you message it and who you want it to go to, and away it goes, and it still works. However, the stations are all closed down, so it probably, instead of taking days to get somewhere, it would probably take years.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Well, it's the packet stations just aren't there anymore. The gateways, they're all, if they're still there, they're geared up to APRS now. And there's fewer and fewer of them because of this thing. Because it only needs an internet connection, you can pass information, APRS type information on your phone.
Yeah.
So there's apps on it. There's an app will do it now. So there's less and less in use. My radio can do it, and a lot of my radios can do it, but I hardly ever switch it on these days.
Never tried it. I read about it and thought about trying it one day, but I never bothered playing with it. I own the only ham radio I've got is just a handheld shortwave. That's all I've got. And I never got my ham license, so the only time I can use it is if there's some kind of a public emergency or something.
Yeah.
Here in Canada, anyway, I'm not allowed to broadcast unless I've got a license. So.
Yeah, it's the same here. There are designated frequencies for Citizens Band and for.
But it's good for listening, because that way I can hear shortwave communications, and I can there's weather networks and emergency broadcasts and stuff like that. Yeah. So if something goes down, I've got an extra radio, an extra source of information.
Mm-hmm. So everybody says to me, why do you insist on buying X for your radio? And it's because it's got shortwave on. At the end of the day, a shortwave receiver is always useful. It's the radio hams, the broadcast medium that still stay on the shortwaves that are going to be the communication if anything does go pear-shaped.
If all networks go down, yeah. Well, you see them used a lot in the post-apocalyptic shows and the zombie shows, right? Everybody's getting shortwaves, radios working and stuff.
You see what really amuses me about all these prepper channels who are all dependent on their mobile phones. It's what?
Yeah.
You're going to hit the woods when the apocalypse happens, but you want to be able to call somebody. I don't think so.
Exactly.
So I've moaned about DJI. I've talked a bit about ham radio. How's Paul this morning?
Paul's hanging in. Up and down last night a lot.
Oh my God. Check this out. Let me share something. Oh, Paul, can you enable sharing?
Yep.
I'll show you something.
I don't remember always to hit. I don't know why it even turns it off, but
yeah, it's one of your settings. Mine is.
This teacher lost his job because of his tattoos. Oh my God. I love tattoos, by the way, but wow.
Which particular one did he lose his job over?
I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. Wow. And he has surgically blackened eyes. Looks like devil. Anyway, I just came across that.
I've often
random share
thought about getting some, black contact lenses.
Oh, they're creepy. I wonder if anybody has drone tattoos. I'm going to search that.
I don't know if they do or not.
Betcha.
Well, the way drones change all the time, you'd think and FPV guys, but
hold on. Look at
that guy and that school teacher.
Look at that one. Looks like a little phantom, a little spaceman flying phantom. That is friggin' cool.
There's a Ken Heron one there. Look.
Where?
To the left there. Ken Heron getting a drone tattoo.
Yeah. Anyway.
But as I was saying, if Paul was to get a drone tattoo, he'd look like that French teacher.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you should do, Paul, is get a tattoo of every drone you've ever had. Yeah.
I'd be covered up.
Yeah.
I got the, and this is your last drone, isn't it? Conversation we had last night as well.
Oh, well, you did get a pretty expensive drone.
No, I think it was because I was moaning about the controller and DJI. But next year there'll be something else, and the year after that there'll be something else. I was chatting to a guy on one of my videos about it. He about one of my videos, sorry, and he was saying he's got the original Air, and he wish he'd waited and got the Air too.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, but you've had the Air for how long, and you've been flying it, etc., etc. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had the Air 2 as well right now, but I love my Air. It's done really well, and I've got, I mean, I sell videos. I make money with this drone, so it's great. My only complaint is the Wi-Fi. Because I now live in a city, it's much more difficult for me to fly. And I've hardly flown this summer, so it's. And if I had a Mavic Air 2, I probably would fly a lot more because I could fly right from my house and go out to the river and, without ever leaving my place. But anyway, that's fine.
The OcuSync's certainly an eye opener for me.
Yeah. But had a lot of expenses. I bought. What did I get this summer? The lawnmower, the electric lawnmower, and now the snowblower. So I've already bought 2 drones worth of electric gadgets. But
a snowblower might come in useful. The first time you have to dig the wife out, that's it's going to be.
She's going to
be. Yeah.
I think she'll be happy.
Yeah.
Well, now your son, did he finally move out or?
No, not yet. This weekend he's going for a trial weekend at the
girls' house,
at the girls' place.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure it'll work out. Then next month, November 2nd or 3rd, or I think he's going to move. Yeah. So we're going to rent a van and pile his stuff in there. And
so Three's Company is coming back for another run.
Three's Company.
You got the cameras hidden?
Yeah, that'll be funny.
Hey, Paul.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's up, Paul?
I'm a little dry this morning.
Dry?
No Timmy's.
Oh.
Hi, Mackie TV.
I got to go
Mackie?
I got to go get some blood work here shortly. So I'm just waiting for the wife to wake up because she do too. So.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like doctor time.
Yeah, well, they said there's sometime in the month of September. It's getting to a close, so I guess better go.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
You've got till tomorrow.
It's still September, isn't it?
Yeah. You got 2 days.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, wife doctor wants her to get blood work too, so might as well both go at the same time.
Hi, Capture Life.
What's up, Capture Life? How you doing?
So I just kind of woke her up and said, when you're ready, let's go.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting this year. I don't know how it is over there, David, but it's going to be interesting this year how everybody handles Halloween. Do you have that form of thing going on over there, David, or?
But I think I said it yesterday. It's strange that they're talking about cancelling Halloween and stopping people doing this, that, and the other. When that's the one thing in a year where people wear masks to go out,
Yeah, but you got to consider all the touching of the candies and back and forth. I think it's a non-starter. I don't think it'll happen this year.
Well, currently they haven't said no, you can't have it, but currently in Scotland, I don't think you could have it because you can't go to other people's houses.
Right. Yeah, I don't think so either. They haven't said anything in Ontario that I'm aware of, but it's not happening.
I feel sorry for the very young kids because they just don't understand.
I do too. But it's up to their parents to maybe make a Halloween night fun at home for the kids. You know what I mean? Like they'll have to just make do. It's a pandemic. What are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
strange times.
Halloween was always a thing up in Scotland, but not so much in England. And then it came from America to England.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
but it was always it was something growing up in Scotland I was used to.
Yeah.
But down in England, it just wasn't the thing. And then now down in England, it's as big as it is in America. You know, it's a big party thing. Adult type parties as well as the kids. You know,
yeah, here too. Yeah. It's wild.
But
oh my God, in the States, I don't know about where Paul is, but when I lived in Virginia, it was insane in the suburbs. The lengths people would go to decorate their houses for the kids, mind-boggling. They'd spend weeks, and spend hundreds and thousands of dollars decorating their homes.
Yeah.
We used to have Halloween and Penny for the Guy.
Oh,
yeah. The Penny for the Guy thing all disappeared because fireworks are less popular now. And it's kind of frowned on to have your own and not go to a public one, isn't it, these days?
Yeah, I got some friends that go ballistic on Halloween. They got even ghosts on wires that move back and forth. And,
that's cool.
Oh, yeah. I was seriously considering that. The cargo kit that you get for the Mavic Air. You can get one for the Air 2 as well.
Cargo kit?
And the Mavic, for it to carry something and
release.
I was seriously looking at one of those the other day, or configuring something.
What are you realistically going to do with it?
Hang a ghost.
Oh. Okay.
Up and down the street on Halloween with a ghost.
Yep. No.
Yeah.
Down the road.
Fair enough.
But I'm sure I could do something just as well with a tie wrap and a bit of string and something to make the ghost.
Hey, Paul, we have a new person in the panel.
Oh.
In the chat, Rehabix QB. They're from the Philippines.
From the Philippines. All right.
It's a nice young lady, and she pops over onto Roger's channel once in a while, and she wandered over here today.
Oh, that's good, because I'm already subscribed to her, so she must have been around before with Roger or something.
Roger.
Yeah. I had 2 kids this morning, no masks this morning.
Oh, so what did you do?
I had a couple of spares here. Put them on. You want to hear something good? One of our bus drivers, a lady bus driver, yesterday caught a grade 7 kid on the bus, had a butterfly knife.
With a knife, huh?
Butterfly. A butterfly knife. The one you go.
Flip it open.
Yep.
Interesting.
So being a bus driver, she pulled her 45 and said, hand it over.
Yep, she did. And kid goes, oh, the teacher knows I have this. No, they don't. Teacher knew you had that. That'd be gone in a flash. Trust me.
Oh, did you take it or?
Oh, no, the driver did. The other driver that caught the kid with it. The woman too, eh? So.
How old was the kid?
Grade 7. So what would that be? I don't know.
That'd be
12, 13, 14.
12, yeah.
Yeah.
8th grade, you're either 13 or could be 14, but 14 in my mind always was you were freshman in high school.
I don't know. I got a couple of kids on my bus, grade 8 girls, and I'm just, oh my God. They weren't like that when I was in grade 8.
Yeah, kids pick up what they see on television and everything else.
And the outfits that they wear, and they're just going, oh, you got to be kidding me. This is public school, elementary. Oh.
Different times.
Capture Life Connection, how you doing? Driving around and he's listening to us. He's heading to a meeting.
And the Bronx butterfly knife comes with 2 pencils, 2 number 2, with number 2 pencils.
What does that mean? I'm very confused.
If you buy pencils, you get a free butterfly knife. I don't know.
Okay.
I think it was a joke.
Yeah.
Because how tough it is in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, I would think it'd be 2 butterfly knives and maybe a little something extra.
Yeah, brass knuckles comes with it.
Yeah.
Remember, I used to have one. My friend from the Philippines actually brought me one back. I don't know what the heck happened to that. I lost it.
Oh, I never know what you're going to find on these kids nowadays, you know.
Yeah.
They're getting close to harvesting marijuana around here. Everybody's pot plants in the backyard are disappearing.
Oh, yeah. It's already harvest time.
Yeah. Well, people are going into people's backyards. And
Other people are
stealing
harvesting their crop.
Yeah. There's been a couple I see on the police website there yesterday. Yeah.
That's specifically why I didn't grow mine in town.
But one was on a porch in a pot, like going by, like, hello.
That's just stupidity. That's stupidity.
Yeah.
It was like the time I left my bicycle on my front porch unlocked and it got stolen. No shit. I felt bad, but then I thought, it was just my stupidity. So you learn a lesson.
Yeah, a friend of mine across the street, he's got a couple plants. I kind of wonder if he still got them. Well, the funny thing is, and it's kind of stupid because you say, hey, come here, take a look at how good my plants are doing. Are you doing this to everybody? Telling everybody you got pot plants and they're doing really good? Like, duh.
And anybody that stole mine would be very disappointed because there's no THC in the ones that I grew.
Yeah.
They're pure CBD plants for pain relief.
Oh, yeah.
So they got them trying to get high. They'd be like, what the fuck? What's going on here?
Not working.
It's not working. You'd feel relaxed. You wouldn't have any aches and pains, but you're not getting high.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a field down towards Fort Stanley down there. It's all that hemp field or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
Not used to seeing that around this area, but
yeah. What's up, Mackie TV?
Oh, Mackie TV. All right.
I better check out your channel.
Roger gave him a blue wrench the other day, so
He tried.
no, it did work, but eventually it was later on, about half an hour later, it finally came on.
Another person from the Philippines, it looks like.
Yep, I think so.
I see salamat, which means thank you.
Okay, I didn't subscribe to him. Okay, there, now I did. Yep. Geeksvana uploaded Drone Awards 2020, the winners. Geeksvana Drone News, whatever that means. Drone Awards 2020.
Okay.
Let's see, U-Drone there. They had the news on with the with Drone DJ, and they're talking all about the Mavic Mini 2 and the Mavic 3 coming out. So
already,
apparently there is a Mavic Mini 2 coming out. From what Drone DJ was saying, he was talking to his sources in China or whatever, because they said the camera wasn't very good on the first Mavic Mini because it wouldn't do 4K. So they're going to come out with a 4K version.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. And Mavic 3 won't be in the first quarter of 2021. So it'll be, 3 or 4 months into 2021 before it comes out. But how true it is, I don't know. It could be all speculation. But you did, Hyatt there. He's pretty good there at Drone DJ.
Well, I went to the droneawards.photo website, but it says 404 not found. Okay, interesting.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Where is, okay. YouTube.
Oh, come on, machine.
Yeah, that's funny. The link that he had in there doesn't go there. That thing did, huh? Yeah, the link that Sean had for the drone awards. Yeah, it's not there. Yeah.
In fact, when I look at that channel, Mackie TV, it doesn't even come up on my YouTube.
Huh.
It comes up on mine.
It,
I've got it. Yeah.
It's weird. I wonder if it's a US thing. Because everything on that, when I put in MACKKY TV, it comes up MAKKI TV.
Yeah, but if you do the search, you can find the channel. It comes up first for me. I've got it, no problem.
Okay, there it is.
Always put YouTube after it. It usually helps.
So I hit subscribe, okay? And, but every time I try to make him a moderator, it says make a moderator, click yes. And it comes up and it says, the little box says he's a moderator, but it doesn't turn him blue. I don't.
Huh.
Okay, it might take some time. There might be a.
Yeah, before it comes up. Because it was 20 minutes, a half an hour for Roger before it finally came up.
Because after I hit it again, you know, to do it again over and over and over again, it keeps popping up and saying add a moderator. Because usually it would come up and say remove as a moderator, not add as a moderator. But I keep hitting the add button and it comes up Mackie TV is now moderator at your channel.
I personally think it's dangerous to have everybody as moderators. I don't like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Moderators are supposed to be moderators, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I don't want anybody to feel left out, you know.
Well,
because the host still has
defeats the whole purpose.
The host still has the ability to just knock people out too.
Sure, the host does, but then that means that no moderator can touch another moderator. And if you get any kind of unruly moderators posting links that you don't like, or like, you know, we've had some people on Roger's channel that really shouldn't be moderators, and you can do nothing about it unless you're Roger, right?
Well,
yeah.
Anyway, just my opinion.
You see what Geeks Monitor just said?
What?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, I tried to check it out because I was curious. I'd never heard of it. It sounded interesting.
Yeah.
It'd be just like any other award thing. People will get up on stage and drone on.
Ooh, ba-dum-bum. You were waiting for that, weren't you? Yeah, I saw. Cheap shot, old man. Cheap shot.
They're still not coming up.
Nice.
Loading and loading and loading.
There you go, Rebecca. Yeah, she agrees.
Sean, it's not loading. It just keeps spinning around and around.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know.
Okay,
well, come here.
I'll try it again.
What do you want? Come here. Oh. What do you want?
Oh, I want some love.
Puppy.
I want some love and good kisses.
Puppy kisses. Oh.
Yeah.
My baby girl. Big girl. You are.
She is such a beautiful dog. Wow.
She's pretty demanding, though. I want this, I want that, I want to go out, I want to come in, I want to go for a ride.
Like all good women.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, Sean. Okay.
You're such a goofball. What do you want? Grayback, she wants something.
Okay.
What do you want?
Paul.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's funny.
I sometimes wish I had a pup, but then there's other times I think, nah.
I feel exactly the same way, David. I miss my dog terribly, but I don't know.
There's more times I wish I didn't have a cat, but that's another story.
Yeah. I don't even have a cat, so.
She's her nose is out of joint because of that chicken still.
What did the cat have to do with the chicken? I thought it was you that ate the chicken and blamed it on the cat.
But if the cat could get the chicken, she would.
Oh, right.
And she's not eating because she knows there's fresh chicken about.
Yeah.
It's her own stupid fault she's in the way she is, from not eating and blah, blah, blah. But she's sulking.
She's sulking.
Like a true woman.
Ooh.
You can tell she's at work, can't you?
You chauvinist pig.
You're going down that path, huh?
That's it, ladies. Come on. We got at least 2 ladies in here. Keep him in line. Come on, Rebecca. Come on, computer chick. Slap him around a bit.
It's the only reason I get away with it is because she's at work.
Misogynist.
I'd love to be. Just not allowed.
No, tis frowned upon.
I wonder if Roger's got his stuff done and he's gone flying with his morning off.
Oh, is that what he's doing? Okay.
Oh, he's got stuff to do, hasn't he? He's got bloods. He's got doctor's appointment.
Had blood tests or something this morning. I don't know. I think he was going to take his drone with him in case he got a chance to fly. I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's like I say, the weather here has really turned out well. I understand it's not that well down where you are, Hugh, or Paul. How's the weather there?
Oh, it's cloudy, but we had a lot of rain last night. It just poured last night.
Yeah, we had a lot of rain too, but it's bright sunny right now here.
We got a lot of clouds around, but it looked like it's trying to break through, but it's supposed to be nice this afternoon. I think partly cloudy with a chance of shower ending in the morning, partly sunny in the afternoon. 40% chance of rain, but cloudy with clear breaks and more clouds this afternoon and this evening. So,
yeah.
And it's 54 degrees here right now.
Oh, look at there. Cloudy there with rain.
Cloudy and rainy.
Yeah.
Like I say, good day to be a duck.
Quack.
Or fly your splash drone.
You can tell it's a weekday here.
Oh, yeah. You're looking at the map where you are there, Hugh.
Hugh wants, anybody has a splash drone just laying around, please send it to Hugh, will you? If you're not using it anymore, I mean, Hugh doesn't even care if it's got a little bit of a leak in it,
No, man, of course not. Yeah, whatever.
Just send them a splash drone.
Sure.
I mean,
I know how to make any drone splash.
That's true. Oh, so do I.
Fly it over the water and bring the sticks in together.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. I did it. I've sunk 2 drones in my career as a pilot. Both times I was, the agony, just the sheer anguish of dunking them in the water. The first time was just, I was so shocked. I was just devastated.
The dollar signs were rolling up and down in front of the eyes with it.
It was expensive because I had to go buy my Mavic Air combo after that. After just buying the Spark a few weeks before.
Oh, it was a Spark you put in the water.
Yeah, the first time. And then the second time I dunked my Mavic Air, but luckily it had the pontoons, the floats on, and I just flipped it over in the water. It killed it, but at least I was able to get it back and send it to DJI.
So. Did anybody else have trouble with YouTube this morning? With when you open it up, the first picture or first video is not there. It's a blank page, like a blank section.
When you go onto a channel, the video, the channel trailer video, quite often these days I'm seeing that when I go and look at a new channel.
Like I go there and the first video there, not even there.
It says error, yeah.
It's just showing a white spot there.
Oh, mine shows black with the error message on it.
Oh. But if I go to and pick out something different, then it does show up. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm having no problems. I got a big Trump ad on the top of my about Joe Biden's surrender plan, apparently. Sorry, no politics, but
yeah,
that's what I got on my YouTube right now. It's gonna be an interesting debate tonight. I'm watching that. I'll tell you that.
I won't be.
It should just be entertaining.
Politics doesn't hold much interest for me, and politics from that side of the water just doesn't.
This isn't politics. This is pure theater, buddy. This is pure melodrama on TV. There's no politics involved. This is just showmanship. It's going to be funny. Anyway, I'm sorry. I apologize. You step back into the boundaries of the drone world. There we go.
Oh, I mean, do they apply? I mean, it's not Roger's channel, is it?
This is true. Paul didn't say we couldn't talk about politics. F it. He didn't even say we couldn't swear. That's right. This channel's not monetized.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby. Who let the dogs out? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Who let the dogs out?
Well, we know. That's where Paul's gone.
Paul let the dogs out.
Yeah.
Okay, Alexa, order me a new drone.
I could do with a McMuffin or something. Does
What
Alexa
is it?
take orders?
Yeah, what the heck is I hear? Tim Hortons now, if you order $9 worth of stuff, the free delivery to your house.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. Not kidding you. No.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, up to $9. So, order a couple of coffees and a box of donuts and I'll deliver it free of charge.
That seems like a money loser.
Oh, it does to me, but.
How do you, I mean, cripes, that's got to be a $10 delivery charge at least,
Yeah.
Well, I'm just wondering whether I should try it. Remember, we found the nearest one to me was nearly 180 miles away.
Yeah, we got that thing around here, that delivery service called Skip the Dishes or something.
Yeah, we have that too. I've never tried it. There's Skip the Dishes. There's a number of them, eh? There's
We've got a few, but most of them don't operate in our area purely because of where we are. There's
too rural.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Yep. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, what you do is you find a pizza joint 35 minutes away and get one of those, order a pizza with 30 minutes or it's free.
It'd be easy to do that here, but they cottoned onto that pretty quick.
Yeah. So why is the American flag still down half mast?
Part of 9/11, apparently.
That's what he says, yeah. That seems odd to me because it's not the 20th anniversary. It's only the 19th.
No, but it was like that last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they do a month around 9/11.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, whatever. Seems a bit odd. We're perpetually in a state of mourning.
Now, early evening would be a better time to be perpetually on.
Yeah. So do you hear about Quebec, Paul? They're getting into the red zone again, eh?
Well, we're not far from it. So
Yeah, I know. We're in trouble here.
Yeah, we're in real trouble now. Paul's back.
Uh-oh.
I let me out, and then of course the old man had to go too. So it's like,
Well, when you got to go, you got to go.
yep.
It's okay, Paul.
So, Hugh, did you see that the Canadian government come out with a new CRA cash benefits?
I've heard about stuff for sick leave and whatnot.
But no, they got one out now. I sent it to my sister last night. But if you're making under $38,000 a year, you can apply for up to $13,000, like $500 a week.
Yeah, you have to have been working at one point or something, though, right?
Well, if you don't qualify for EI or anything, you might not qualify for EI. So this is another benefit.
Yeah.
My sister, she's basically retired, but she's only 60 or 61. So like she's got no EI, she got no income whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, I'm technically disabled, but I don't qualify for disability money because my wife makes too much money. So that's not, it's not a bad thing. It's just that's how it is, right? Mm-hmm. So my wife has a good job. So
let's see if I can
with me, it's my Air Force pension stops me getting anything else.
But I just couldn't believe they're giving away that money like that.
Yeah. I haven't got 10 cents from the government in my life. Now, when I was here, I used to work as a, in the corporate sector in Canada, and I paid more in taxes most year than people made in a year. Mm-hmm. So I paid my fair share, but I've never taken a cent. Not that I wouldn't. I mean, sure, I'll take free money, but no, never got a cent from the government. Never been on unemployment in Canada. Nothing.
Yeah, I had a job straight out of school, and I worked at that until I joined the Air Force. And I joined the Air Force, and I had a job all the way through till retirement.
Yeah,
it wasn't always a job I wanted to. When I'd left the Air Force, there was a 3-month period where the company I worked for went bust. Yeah, and I worked in the local factory.
Yeah, you do what you got to do
until I got something better, and then
that's what people do. Yeah.
In some ways, I wish I'd stayed in the local factory and not done that journey to Aberdeen every day.
Yeah.
Pretty much bright sunlight out here now.
Look at that.
Distinct lack of ships, though.
I'll be right back. I got to grab something for breakfast. I haven't eaten anything yet.
All right. Hi, JDS. I reckon all the ships snuck through when the cameras were down.
JDS.
I bet you could if we spelt it differently, JDS.
Yeah.
But I'm just reading here right now where this CERB amount, or not CERB, it's called CRB now because they just passed legislation on it. We get $500 a week, bringing it in line with the previous CERB program. The government realized it would take at least a year for the economy to return to normal. Hence, the CRB begins September 27th and September 25th, 2021. Every eligible individual can claim CRB for up to 26 weeks, claiming a maximum of $13,000. You can claim the CRB if your monthly income for the benefit period exceeds $1,000. The only condition is your annual income should not exceed $38,000 after excluding CRB.
Yeah, the thing is, for me, my household income exceeds that because my wife has a job, and we file because we file jointly, and I'm here. Yeah, I get nothing.
But why would people want to go back to work? I know around here they're looking for people to hire. Nobody wants to go back to work. Get $2,000 a month to sit home.
if I was able to work again, I'd work in a heartbeat. I hate sitting at home. I really do. It's just, it sucks. I miss being in the workforce. I miss being productive. You know, like there's a pride in doing a good, at least I used to feel a great pride in doing my job and working hard, and like being retired, forcefully medically retired sucks, in my opinion. I gotta make peace with that, but anyway.
Yeah, that's an issue I have. I quite often say to Lindsay, right, I'm going to go out and get myself something. I'm ready to go back. Blah, blah,
I wish to God I could. I really do.
But I was going to say, within a few days, I get a quick kick in the butt as to why I can't. It doesn't take long.
Same here.
But on good days, it's often worth, it's often something I think about.
I fantasize about it regularly, buddy. I'm in exactly the same boat as you, I think. So, oh well. Thank God for the Canadian Drone Hub and the Paul Murray Show, right? So we can get here together and collectively commiserate.
That's right.
You know?
We can tell JDS how terrible it is.
Oh, JDS, what's up, buddy?
This is what you've got to look forward to, everybody.
Oh my God, JDS is in the house.
Hi, Rojo.
Oh, JDS is checking out the new gal in the house.
Oh, flirting it up.
Yeah,
What's up, Robert? Rojo's in the house.
Good morning, Robert.
Rojo. Ho ho. Oh, what we got? Oh, guess what? My wife said she is ready.
There you go.
She just texted me. Probably because I can't hear her.
Ready. Right, that means you've got about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour then.
Something like that. Yeah, start heading for the door. Okay, guys, I guess I'm out of here. I got to go get some blood work.
You have a good one.
Yeah, and get the Timmy's on the way home. So
there you go.
Okay.
Take care, bud.
Yep.
Take care, Paul. I did that to Lindsay once a few years ago. We just she said, right, I'm ready. So I just got up, went out, got in the car and sat waiting for her. And it was best part of an hour before she came out. I've been looking all over for you. You said you were ready, so I came out and got in the car. Which is, Hi, Furball.
Hey, what's up, Kim? How you doing, buddy? Crappy internet at work. Well, that sucks.
JDS always comes in a little bit late, doesn't know what's going on. He wanted to ask Paul, what's she waiting for? They're going to get blood tests. You want to join them?
What's up, AZ Drone Dude? Guess you were in earlier. Well, that sounds okay, Kim. Sun's out.
Sun's out. It's not cold. A little bit of wind. That sounds like flying weather.
Yeah. Could be. Could be. So I don't think there's anything really big new in drone news or anything. There's still, the rumors are still going that the Mavic 3 is coming out, but now the insiders are saying if it does come out, it's not coming out to the beginning of next year, possibly. There was also some rumors about a Mavic Mini 2, but that has pretty much been up in the air. Nobody knows if that's going to happen or not.
Never know.
But, things just continue to move forward, and I guess we'll know when we know.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm not sure they could make the Mini any lighter to put more in it, if you see what I mean. Because you know, you've got a gram to play with, and that's, you know, a new sensor, new lensing possibly is not going to be less than a gram to keep it under that weight, if that's what they're aiming for with the mini model.
Yep.
So they'd have to shave something off elsewhere if they were going to go.
Or consolidate electronics, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, they're pretty much all surface mount, chip mount anyway, with just the odd resistor, diode, capacitor on the board to, you know, to.
I don't know.
I suppose they could try. I've not had a mini in my hands. I've certainly not taken one apart to see what could be done to
I'm shocked they can make a 250 gram drone that's so capable, to be honest.
Yeah.
And they did. Engineering, that's why I loved working in engineering. I loved it. Just the things we can do as humans, the things we can create are just incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, but that would just be a firmware update unless you're talking about hardware. But then again, you're adding hardware, Kim, so it would mess with the weight. And if that's the selling point for it, the size of the package, it takes that away.
Yeah. It's always comes back to the size of the package, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, Paul?
Yep.
I'm avoiding the
size of the package matters, they tell me. But then again,
it's all about how you fly the drone, in my opinion.
The old saying is, you'd rather be tickled than stabbed.
That's a good one. Be tickled and stabbed. I never heard that.
Although they could thinking they could.
Oh, you are a very bad man, sir. A very, very naughty man, I'm telling you.
I'm thinking about what they could do with them. They could reduce the battery weight, I suppose.
There you go. Who needs 30 minutes? Give me 15 minutes.
No. I need
more capability. Come on.
I tell you what,
the thing of it is that the damn battery on the Mini is so small and tiny anyway because of lithium ion.
Yeah, but you get 30 minutes out of it, right? So theoretically, you could cut that battery in half and still get a 15-minute flight, and then add
how many grams would it be, if you cut the battery in half?
I don't know, but you could add stuff then.
I mean, it doesn't take much, does it, to enable you to add in?
Well, I'm still of the belief, maybe I'm wrong, you guys may know, but the fact that the Mini, the camera looks almost identical to that on the Air 2. The Mini only does 2.7K. Isn't that a software issue?
Probably by design too.
The Mini only has the small sensor. It has the,
right.
Whereas the Mavic 2 Air 2 has got the bigger sensor.
Yeah, it does have a bigger sensor because it's even a bigger sensor than on the Zoom, I think. On the Mavic 2 Zoom.
Who calls you sir, Kim? Should we start calling you Sir Kim? Sir Furball. Lord Furball.
I think.
Sir Kim.
I hope he wasn't referring to JDS as being.
I don't know. JBS is rambling in chat about blood boner clinics and beautiful women, and I don't know what.
Perhaps he's harvested his.
Somebody needs to check and see if he took his meds today.
I think JDS. He hits the crack pipe and then he gets into chat, and then then all hell breaks loose. You know I love you, JDS. There's nobody like you, man.
That was actually funny last night, Paul, with Sean and John and Billy in the thing, Philly drone. Yeah, especially just before I went, where Philly stopped moving and stopped his bike, and then John disappeared,
Yeah.
And then just as John came back, Philly started moving again with the rest of the conversation about never seeing the two of them together, and that it was just they couldn't have timed it better.
John had that conspiracy theory going.
Yeah.
That the two of them are really only one person.
Yeah. Yeah. Could be. Could be.
Certainly put me in a funny mood or cheerful mood when I went off to go to bed. Shame it didn't stick till this morning, but there you go. Yeah, that was funny. What happened to Herman? He seemed to disappear quickly.
Oh, in the chat?
Yeah. In last night.
Oh, last night he had to go do some banking.
Oh, right.
It seems like on Monday nights, he relies on somebody else to take him to the bank, and I think he gets paid in the mail on Saturday or Sunday or whatever, and his bank's closed, and so he has to go on Monday, but he has to wait till they get out of work on Monday and take him to the bank.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, I can understand that, Sean, especially with those stories and that, showing. So, I mean, it just came out in the show last night. It's obviously true.
Yeah. Okay.
See you, Rebecca.
Rebecca, yep.
Yeah.
You have a good evening, because I think you're about 14 hours difference there. So it'd be 9, 10. Okay.
It's 14 hours. So that means she's ahead of you.
Yes.
Or behind you by 2 hours.
Yeah, I don't know where that time.
I don't know where it is either. Yeah.
I know there's a place, because remember every New Year's Eve it starts at some island somewhere and then works its way around.
Well, that ding was my son sending me a picture of something I've been missing for months.
Oh.
Remember I told you the story told you about losing my driving license while I was away. I lost my wallet.
Oh, you lost your wallet? No, I didn't hear that. Oh no.
I lost my wallet at Christmas.
Okay.
And we thought I'd lost it when we were wandering around the stones at Avebury. And so I cancelled my card and I bought a new driving license. And that's really all that was in it. A little bit of cash, but it was my bank card was the important thing. Or as I said to Lindsay, the picture of her that was in it was the important thing.
Oh.
Anyway, it's where was I? We never heard anything, and we thought if somebody had picked it up, they would have maybe just tried to spend something on the card, found it was cancelled, and maybe thrown it somewhere where somebody would pick it up and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Anyway, a couple of months ago, we heard from a friend we'd visited on the way down.
Yeah.
And they just cleaned their living room, which I ripped them. I started taking the mick. We visited you 7 months ago, and you've just cleaned the living room. They found it down the side of the settee where I was sitting.
Oh my God.
And my son's down visiting their son and his wife and what have you. So that was him. I'm getting it back.
You get your picture of Lindsay back.
I'll get my picture of Lindsay back. Yeah.
Get your cash back.
Or do they take the cash?
That's going to be an interesting one. We'll see what happens.
We'll call this a wallet rental fee, storage fee.
It's more likely to come from Craig, saying that's the cost of getting it back up the road.
How old's your son?
Too old.
Too old.
Yeah, I'm only 21, remember.
Right.
He's 36 this year.
Oh, my boy's 26. And you're about 10 years older than me, so yeah, that's about right. We had kids around the same time.
Yeah, I'd been away on a course and she caught me in a weak moment.
I remember ours was well planned. It was even times of day and schedule so that you could have a specific gender of child. Like, I mean, it was ridiculous. The scientific research my wife did. I don't know if any of it, was valid, but we wanted a boy and we had a boy. So it seemed to work.
Well, Craig would actually be our second, but he's our first.
Okay.
Moving on. We had a daughter and she didn't live very long.
Wow, I'm sorry.
She would have been 38 this year.
Wow. God, you are old. No, I'm kidding.
I'm 21.
21.
Actually, I'm gonna have to stop saying for that. It's nearly
one up here.
Yeah. My 21st birthday's even getting old. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's back to I don't regret anything but one decision in my whole life.
I'd change a few things if I could.
Well, it's just one thing I would change. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. It's good.
I took a promotion when I was in 1995. And if I'd like to know what would have happened if I hadn't taken that promotion.
Yeah.
That was a big fork in my life. And
butterfly effect, though. So many things.
Yeah.
Many things could happen.
I often wonder what would have happened if I'd gone the other way.
Yeah. Well, if you believe in the bubbling foam of quantum universe theory, then an infinite number of things would have happened, right?
Yeah.
Pick one. Pick your favorite. That would have happened.
I don't know. I don't know whether I'd want anything different. I'd just like to know. It's one of those. Exactly. Yeah. It's one of those things. Would I have made the same decision 3.5 years later? And that was to pull the plug and leave the Air Force.
Well, I wanted to be a geologist, and I'm very curious to know what would happen if I had have pursued that career as opposed to going into engineering.
Well, I can tell you what would have happened if you'd stayed in Aberdeen.
You would have gas and oil.
You would have been working for some company.
Yeah.
And they'd pay you next to nothing when you just got out of university. Yeah. And then after a year, 18 months, when they had to start paying you decent money, they'd be not interested in you because that's what they do.
I'm glad I got into tech then.
Yeah, I watched it happen for the 15 years I worked in oil and gas. I watched it happen every year. The graduates came out, the graduate geologists came out, all full of, and they'd get a year and a half, maybe, if they were lucky, 2 years. And then, sorry, we don't need you anymore. And then the next crop would come out of uni and they'd be taken on.
Tech was the complete opposite. Every year, my salary went up and 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 up. It was amazing. It just blew my mind. I made more money than I ever thought I would make in my lifetime. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm a rich man or anything. I'm far from it, but I made more salary than I ever thought I could achieve with, my education. I didn't go to Harvard or anything. I went to Aberdeen, so it's not, but yeah. Anyway.
With Aberdeen?
No, nothing wrong with Aberdeen. Actually, it is one of the top schools in the world.
They got a good reputation for tech as well.
Has a good reputation. Yeah. I was glad to be able to have gone there. And I went for free. My company paid for it.
That's good.
Because I was working at the time when I went. Yeah.
They look after their old boys as well. I don't know what benefits you get, but a guy I used to work with he retired before I did, and he retired, proper age sort of thing.
I just get requests for funding.
He retired from natural causes, if you see what I mean. But he was still in touch with the university, and
I still get alumni emails, but mostly it's fundraising stuff and like asking to donate money and whatnot. So
he's still because he lives in Aberdeen, I suppose, still had access to the library and what have you.
Yeah, that would be nice. I've never seen the new library because it was built after I graduated and after I left the country. So yeah, never even seen it. Looks beautiful.
Nice, Corey. Hi, Jack.
Oh, that's cool, Corey. Morning, Jack. What's up, buddy?
Remote Pilot 101.
Cool. Yeah, another thing I wanted to try was I wanted to be a pilot. That was one of my earliest career inclinations, if you will. But I just didn't.
I went through officer aircrew selection at Biggin Hill. I'd been offered a place, and before you take up that place, they put you through a final medical, and it was in that time when I found out that I needed these.
Yeah.
Kind of stops you being a fast jet pilot.
It sure does. It sure does. Yeah, same here. I had glasses. I couldn't go to the I couldn't be a pilot in the Air Force.
I was offered navigator, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to fly. I wanted to be.
Yeah.
So I ended up. I ended up fixing the things.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. In the end, at the end of the day, with the armed services in Britain, I think the Air Force is the most sensible one. You think about it, the Army, a bunch of blokes go out with their officer to get killed. The Navy, they all jump in the tin can and go out to get killed.
Yeah.
And the Air Force says to their officers, "Where you go, sir? Have a nice flight. We're just going to go and hide in this hole over here." I've never had to take it, Sparky, so I don't know. I might feel the same when I do my ACFC or whatever they're calling it here, if I decide to go that route.
It's a little bit of work cramming all that information into your head, but it's not too bad.
A lot of it's probably in there, you know, with maps and charts and the regulations and that for this country. Excuse me, with you know, working in the Air Force, things rub off on you, and especially working with the aircrew on 15 Squadron, where you're doing their maps and you're doing their stuff. When something called SLOC, which is a senior NCO, you had to do your turn in, which was squadron liaison, and you were the liaison between the maintenance guys and the pilots. And when you were over there, just to keep yourself busy, because there was very little, it wasn't really a job for one man for all day. You used to prepare maps and read the NOTAMs and sort them into which ones were right, you know, were important, which ones they could do without seeing if they had to scramble.
Look at that bow wave behind Paul. Holy shit.
He's going up
That's
against
awesome.
the current, isn't he? I haven't even looked at it yet, Sean. It's something I haven't made my mind up whether I want to or not just yet. No, it's not Keith Gregory. I volunteered. Did 22 years, loved every minute. Well, I love most of it, looking back in hindsight.
Good morning, Keith. What's up?
There was a few times, Keith, if you'd asked me at certain times of the day, stroke morning, early hours, when I'd have sworn at you. But at the end of the day, it's a good life. I saw and did things I wouldn't have done, and I'd still recommend it to anybody.
Hugh, is military mandatory in Canada still?
No, I don't think it ever was.
I thought it was, because they had a camp like at Ipperwash in different places, and every summer, all these guys would show up there at the camp.
No,
that might be cadets.
Even that's not. No, none of it's compulsory.
Yeah, but it might have been cadets coming out, you know, for summer camp and what have you.
Yeah,
I'm talking back in the 60s.
To my knowledge, Paul, it's never, ever been compulsory in Canada, in history of Canada. I was in the Canadian Air Force for a short while. As a matter of fact, a lot of, well, as you know, during the Vietnam War, a lot of Americans came up to Canada to dodge the draft.
I think the last time it was mandatory here was in the UK was in the 60s as well.
I don't even know if during World War II. I'll check that.
Well,
First World War. Okay, so I'm wrong, Paul. In the First World War, there was conscription. The federal government enacted conscription in both the First World War and the Second World War. Okay, so during the first two world wars.
Okay.
But otherwise, no. In my lifetime, my 50 years, no, it's never been compulsory. Like places like, I think a lot of the Scandinavian countries, you have 2 years military service is compulsory. Israel, I know all my Israeli friends are ex-Army, Air Force or whatever.
Hi, Sparrow.
Got a medical exemption, but that's rare.
Yeah. And it depends as well. I'm not sure about the other places, but it was the last national serviceman left in 1963 in the UK. It's not been compulsory since 1960. Yeah. But even during the war, people had exemptions in reserved occupation.
Sure. Actually, you know, interestingly, when I moved to the US, I had to sign up for selective service. And thankfully, I didn't get called during the second Gulf War. I was a little worried, though, but I was a little older, too, so it was good.
Yeah, it was a...
But they were calling up grandmothers and stuff during that Second World War, I remember. And around D.C., where I lived, we were hearing a lot of stuff.
Because around, on my initial terms of service, I was on 9+3, which is 9 years plus
That's
3.
That's a long term.
That's it's because of the course. It was a 3-year course I was doing.
In Canada, it's typically like 2 years. Or
if I'd gone in as what they call, just gone in, direct entry is wrong because direct entry. If I'd gone in as an adult entrant, that was the thing. Right. It would have been a lot less. But because I was doing a 3-year course that they were paying for,
they want to get their money back, basically.
So it was 9+3 reserve. Sure. And then on your first promotion, you were offered more. So I went from 9+3 to 15 plus 3.
Wow, that's an awfully big commitment.
And then when I got another promotion, I was offered. Sorry, when I got another promotion, I was offered 22, which I took. Then after another, it was age 45, and that's the engagement I was on when I decided to come out at my 22-year point.
Wow. Good morning, Sparrow. What's up?
I would have had a job in the Air Force till at least 45 and probably 50 if I'd stayed in, but
yeah.
Too many 3 o'clock in the morning sat doing stuff you'd done 20 years before is not good for you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Saying that, if they offered me to go back tomorrow, I'd find a way of doing it if I could.
Yep.
Jack Sparky's doing his remote pilot 101, and he just started it yesterday.
Wow.
So he'll be the current expert then?
Online, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's one thing about that course is kind of cool, is it's a one-time membership fee for life.
That's good. You can restudy it.
They update it as current can be. And if you have any questions, you go back there and look stuff up or go sit through different sections that you may want to get bone up on. And then they have a reoccurrence, which means like if you're a 107 pilot and you're going to take your retesting after 2 years, you can go there and get all up to date on the latest and greatest and then go take your test.
That's cool, Sparrow.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, Roger posted one yesterday of fall colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Sure popping where he is. Popping here too, as a matter of fact. I should get the drone up and take some pictures and stuff.
There you go, Jack, halfway through. Have you scheduled your testing yet, Jack? That always helps you, motivate you to get it done. If you leave it open-ended, like Philly Mike, I used to bug the hell out of him. He kept saying he's going to get his 107. When are you going to do that? Oh, one of these days. One of these days.
You think he really will? I think he's going to stay in the gray areas.
Yep, I do too.
So I think he'd get into trouble if he was a 107 pilot.
He was 107, yeah, because he'd know better.
And he'd be more liable for higher fines and stuff.
Usually, unless things have changed, Jack, when you call up to schedule it, it could be within days or it could be within a couple of weeks. So. I don't know where your testing center would be.
Oh, actually, you say there's no drone use, and it's not really drone use, but I'm surprised Sean hasn't hit on this one. There's UK paramedics are trialing jetpacks for getting to people out in remote places. You know,
I saw that. I saw some video of a guy going down a river and landing like on a overflowing dike where there was people stranded, like they were doing an exercise.
In the Lake District, they're trying it out.
Yeah, I saw some video of it.
I reckon there's some places that would take half an hour or so to get to, they can get to in seconds.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a guy lowering like a little bundle, a little package to a crowd. He was lowering supplies or something.
Jack, I think you could probably Google that. Just go to Google FAA testing center, closest testing center for drone testing, and put in your zip code in the search, and they'll probably tell you.
I'm just going for a refill. Be back shortly.
Okay. The here in Port Huron, it's Lapeer, which is west of me.
Hey, Roger's in the house. What's up, buddy?
Just got home. Are you gonna go back live? Fire it up, Roger. I'll switch them all over to you. Let me know when you're ready to receive. We can all switch over to Roger's channel.
Hey, Herman, what's up, buddy?
You'll keep the keep it going, buddy.
Is that Roger coming in?
Oh, it's John Donardo. I'm going to call Roger. Hey, you get yourself fired up, we'll send them over to you.
I just got home. I'm about to eat and have a coffee.
Okay. So you.
I'm not gonna go out tonight, though.
Oh yeah, but that's probably good because tonight you lose probably a good number of people are going to watch that the debate tonight. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
So.
Okay, I'll be on in about 10 minutes.
Okay, make it 15, Roger, about quarter to 11. I'll tell everybody. Okay, all right. Bye-bye.
Morning, John.
John, you're on mute, buddy.
Good morning. Took me a while. I forgot I had unplugged my camera and stuff.
In about 15 minutes, we're all going to switch over to Roger's channel. He just got back from doing his errand.
Nice.
And so we're going to switch over to Roger's channel. That way it keeps his stream every day for, I don't know, 20 months or 24 months or whatever going.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Plus, I think it's good today because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be watching the debates tonight. So,
correct.
Yeah, I'm watching that.
I got to watch that horror show.
Oh, it'll be bad.
On both sides. I don't care who you.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. It should be fun to watch though. I'm gonna get popcorn and drinks.
It's gonna almost be like the shootout at the OK Corral.
it will be the shootout at the OK Corral.
Wouldn't that be funny if they actually grabbed each other and started hitting each other?
Oh my God!
I'd
Asked
be
me
so
that
funny.
this morning. You think they're gonna actually start fighting out? I'm like, I don't. Furball, Corey Man, Jack Sparky. Oh, it's everybody.
Or just drop a sword in between them and say, okay, the guy who wins gets the presidency. There,
Right.
pick up the sword, right? Viking style. Yeah. No, I'm kidding, guys. Sorry.
Paul, I didn't mean to take over the show yesterday night.
That's all right.
Right? I didn't even.
You guys were giving out some good information. It's just that what happened was the viewership went down to like 9, and I'd already been on like 2 hours and 15 minutes, and so
Hey, John.
usually that's what you watch. Is it you watch that end of it?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Oh, hi, Roger. Hello there.
Roger's in there.
What you been up to, John? Haven't seen you for a while.
Just working. Not even. I haven't even really been flying, for Pete's sakes.
Yeah.
Just working. Now I'm waiting for a
Busy.
guy because now we're trying to get back into the auction thing, but
Okay.
we'll see how that goes. I've sold a couple of cars, but there have been pre-buys and hard to buy. And pricing's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Morning, Lenny. What's up?
Hey, Lynn.
Morning, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. So yeah, Philly sometimes drives me nuts when he's doing things.
He drives a lot of people nuts. That's kind of his shtick, you know?
Yeah, I wanted to show him that what it is I think he bound his birds wrong. That's what it is. He went and bound them the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because, what the hell's the name of that guy? There's a good video out there I was going to tell him about last night. And he goes through the Mavic Air 2 and the Mavic Pro 2, or Mavic 2 Pro. And he switches between them right on screen. Bing, bing,
Yeah.
bing, without a problem, just like mine does with the Enterprise. So he's got something screwed up.
Well, John, you know, it was really just kind of in depth, and I think it just was at the end of the conversations, and I think that's what happened. I didn't have a problem with it, but after 15 or 20 minutes of being off air, and you guys didn't realize we were off air.
Oh.
I didn't realize you. And I was typing to the people because the chat was still going, so I was typing to people in the chat. So I thought we were still on.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the chat can be still running even when you're not live?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm typing to people in the chat, and all of a sudden I looked up and I did notice. I'm like, right after he said it, oh yeah, there's no live.
Well, see, for some reason, I and Roger is the same way. Because of Zoom or something, we don't know what it is. When we're done, we have to go over into YouTube and end the channel. Even though the video from Zoom is ended, we have to end the YouTube portion.
What's up with your phone number, John?
What? My phone number?
Yeah, behind you on your sign.
All the people were calling him.
No, people were saying, oh, you shouldn't have your phone number up there. To me, it doesn't matter. It's a business number.
Oh, you just blocked it out temporarily.
Hey, am I locked up?
No, you're
Oh.
not on my end. Let's check YouTube.
Oh no, I wasn't moving on YouTube. That's why I asked. I got it on the other screen. Getting used to this, it's been a while since I've been on the dual screens online with you guys, all that happy stuff. Like I said, I'm waiting for my guy to show up. We're going to go over some cars for tomorrow. He must be running late. I was bookkeeping. And this morning I was in the other office and I had signed on just to see if you guys were on because Paul said he was coming on this morning. Yep. So I haven't bought the Mavic Air yet.
What?
Not yet.
What?
Not yet.
It's available on the smart controller now.
Are they?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Oh, but they're not bundling.
No, they're not bundling yet.
Because I talked to someone from DJI yesterday.
Mm.
And I asked him that question and everything. He wouldn't give me any solid answers because I think they're going to update the smart controller.
Oh, maybe.
Could be. It could be. The
yeah, Herman says you got to stop the stream from YouTube control room.
Yep, yeah, we've been doing that now for a long time, but because the after show went an additional 20 minutes, I didn't just pop over there and do it. That was what the problem was. So that's why the live stream kept going. The live chat. Lenny.
Whew. Damn humid in here today.
Bit too quick with the aircon, were you, Hugh?
Everybody,
Way
we
too
are
quick.
going to be going over to Roger's channel here shortly. He just got home and he was grabbing a bite to eat, and then he was going to fire up the computer, and so we're kind of watching for that.
I showed you guys this before.
Yep, there you are.
Picture guy sent me that in the mail.
There's the
Nice.
there's the kids in the garage.
Yeah, that's actually at my trade school. That
Reminds me of Grease.
I'm the one kneeling on the ground
Yep, kid, just a kid,
in the white.
just a
Little fella.
kid.
Yep. Half of those kids are not alive anymore.
Are you kidding?
Nope. No lie.
What the heck happened to them?
Age
Didn't you watch the movie Grease? A lot of them died.
You're a young guy.
1, 2, 3, 4. My best friend standing behind me in school, David Stroney, he had a brain aneurysm. He used to live on Nantucket. And 3 of the other guys off themselves.
Are you kidding?
Nope. We had one of the lowest
Tragic.
graduation rates, but one of the highest death rates.
Wow, that's tragic,
It was
man.
terrible. Not quite as bad as 2020, and the kids' school's been screwed up, but it was pretty bad back.
Wow. What was it? Just lack of prospects and stuff?
Kids were just messed up, drugs and this and that. Terrible.
What was this? The 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early 80s.
Yeah, I remember the 80s.
Yeah.
Barely. They're a bit of a blur, to be honest, but
Yeah, when I'm looking at them pictures, I'm like, holy crap.
those were my partying years.
Yep. Yep.
David, what are you eating? You got something good?
He's eating something good.
Not anymore.
You back into that chicken?
No. I didn't actually want to.
Did the wifey give you hell for getting into the chicken last night?
No, even though I didn't know I was apparently supposed to. So
Oh,
Okay. All right.
I didn't get chastised last night. I'm afraid to say. No.
I have to cook tonight, and I don't know what I'm making.
It was I didn't want to sit back and eat it because it was a sausage basically, and I just knew you wouldn't be able to resist.
You did
love
ribs
sausage.
over the weekend, didn't you, Hugh?
Ribs? No.
Oh,
I barbecued hamburgers. That's what I normally do.
okay.
Why is there somebody parked in front of my house? Hello.
Expecting any shipments?
Don't think so. It's a small car. It's not exactly a delivery type vehicle.
Okay, Roger has now fired up. I believe he is fired up.
I don't
Because
see his feed.
Yeah.
Nothing
I don't see it.
Go to type in Canadian Drone Hub and see if he's on yet.
It's not on yet, but he sent out an invite though.
Yeah. Did everybody on the get one? If not, I can forward it to you right now.
I've got the invite's here.
Okay, John, did you get the invite too?
See.
All right, I'm going to switch over to Rogers.
Okay.
Yeah,
See?
there's
what
one
happens.
there.
Yeah, Roger's
Okay.
just gone live.
Okay, Roger's gone live. So everybody go over there and let's join Roger.
Let's go see Roger. Take care, everybody on here, and we'll see you over there.
Bye, everybody.